this is Alice Ravenstein. Welcome to my channel. We're going to do a theory, a scooby theory. The reason why I want to make this theory is because I watched the movie The Stone and the Scoob, The Sword and the Scoob, if I pronounce it right. And there's a part that I'm going to show. That you can see like their history, like there's Be Cool Scooby-Doo, there's a pup named Scooby-Doo, small clips in there, because that's they're going through time. Mystery Incorporated is there in there, and there's only one that's not in there, and I was like, I should make a theory about it. Because it's weird. The movie from Be Cool Scooby-Doo is in there, but nowhere when the first episode was aired. And I was always wondering, like, is it because I first thought, oh, it all belong in one universe, the movie, everything. But then I thought about it, and I had a vision in my sleep weirdly, and I was like, is it canon? Isn't it canon? It's so weird, because when you think about it, they mostly dress in the same outfit since the 70s, and you'd be like, yeah, my outfit is inspired by Daphne, kind of the color scheming, kind of my makeup, also a little bit inspired by Daphne. It's kindly like a modern alternative version. But I always wonder how, because I'm kind of get distracted by my own look, but I always wonder, like, they normally wear the same kind of clothes, so how is this even possible? And that's where my theory comes in, because if you see in this, I think probably that when there were real monsters, because in What's New Scooby-Doo there are real monsters in there. So in some of the movies there were real monsters in there, various monsters. So is it in the same universe as the 13 Ghosts? Because they said, I don't know. I'm going to remove my. It's hot. It's so hot here. In my workspace, it's so hot. Small space, so it's freaking hard. So why couldn't it coexist with each other? I was like, this is because it's supernatural and it doesn't make sense if it's the other none. Couldn't be one world, one dimension. And here's my theory comes in. I think because of the 13 Ghosts, that the supernatural world were actually fairies and goblins and live in that world. In the world where there was actually a wizard in Scooby-Doo. I remember that there was a witch also in Scooby-Doo, when Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy had their solo adventures. There was a witch. I had on my VST. I was like rewatching that. That was the kind of kid I was in the 90s. Rewatching that stuff and be like, hey, Swamp Witch? Oh yeah, it's Swamp Witch. With Swamp Witch? So, could it be that Scooby-Doo lore, that Shaggy turns into a werewolf? That Shaggy turns into a werewolf? that it coexists in one world, that there is a world in Scooby-Doo that there's supernatural can coexist, because they had also, if you remember that, I was super stoked about it, about Supernatural, series Supernatural, and Scooby-Doo. I was like, wow, that's cool. That's totally something I would watch, and I watched it, and there was everything I hope. I hope they make a Scooby-Doo adult series like in the comics, because the comics, is it canon? Is it canon? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's canon, actually. I don't think the comics is canon, the zombie apocalypse one, because, spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil it for you. Fred dies and returning as a zombie. Can't even make it harder than that. But you can't. And then you think about it and be like, but if there is a world in Scooby-Doo that has actually monsters, fairies, because in the movie of the Goblin Game, what it said, they lost their memories, except Scooby and Shaggy. So why can they not coexist with each other? And this is my theory. That's why I think What's New Scooby-Doo is in that world. In a world where the Swamp Witch lives. In a world where Shaggy and Daphne had their own solo series. Like the world of 13 Ghosts coexist, because there's so much of supernatural in there. But I didn't like that it said, yeah, in the movie of 13 Ghosts, again, spoiler. Oh, no. It's not real. The ghosts were fake. You lied to me. That's the first thing I said. You lied to me. How could they lie to me? I'll be like, probably they live in the same universe. I mean, Shaggy turned in a werewolf. He literally turned into a werewolf. And he literally went to school with before Monster High. That actually school that went to with monsters in there, with girl monsters. It was a high school with girl monsters. It was a high school with girl monsters. I see you, Monster High. Probably got the ideas somewhere. Probably you saw a Scooby-Doo movie with Shaggy and monster kids, girly monster kids. That would be cool if Monster High and Scooby-Doo would totally be one movie. I would freaking watch that. Literally. But that's just hold the thing out. Like hold the phone. And I think guess Scooby-Doo, guess. I say it again. Like the new Scooby-Doo show is actually in there. I think that's also because all the other Scooby-Doo shows must live in that universe. What's New Scooby-Doo exists. That's what I think. That's what I think that they do exist actually in the same universe. And that's why I think that they probably live in the same universe actually. Because here's the thing, the only mention of What's New Scooby-Doo because of the Mummy movie, and I was like, no. And the rest, why didn't it? Because it was a small moment. I don't get it. So how is this theory going to hold up? So they have universe 1 and you have universe 2. I think universe 1 is the universe where actually whether they have Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And the rest of the series, like Zombie Island and other movies, Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I think the Be Cool Scooby-Doo they look more like they're in middle school actually. Could they drive in middle school or in beginning of high school? And also Pop named Scooby-Doo. That's all that is in this universe. I think the universe where 13 Ghosts, the solo series, and where the guest stars come in, that's also that universe probably. It'd be in that universe where What's New Scooby-Doo and the other series, where they have a guest star in a new series also. That's in that universe. And I think it's also a real universe where they actually really exist, like looking like more like us humans. Us humans. See what I did? They look more like that. And there's that universe that they exist actually. I think that's 3 universe and probably the comic book universe. And that's what I think. Because here's the thing. Batman is real in that universe. So Batman could be possible real in both universes. Yeah. They had the movie with Brave and the Bold. Yeah. Or is Batman only in a supernatural way? And here's the other thing. Do you want to see me make a video about Riverdale and Scooby-Doo, that they're probably in the same universe? I have a feeling that Scooby-Doo, because Scooby-Doo and Riverdale be possible in one of these universes. It's just me rambling about a theory that I slept over, and I was like, oh, I slept about it, I thought about it, it was in my mind, it was pickling in my mind, and I was like, I should make a video about this. Time to be back. Time to come back. It's been a while. And that's just what I think, mostly. I think those universes are 2 separate universes, actually. Like the movies, some of the movies are canon and some of the movies are probably in another universe. It's so weird. Because aliens were also real. So how you can explain that? Is it in that, is the universe number 2 or universe number 1? That's maybe for another video. I'm Alice Ravenstein. Hopefully you like this video. I had to think and retake this. So I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Follow me if you want. I also have TikTok. I also have Instagram. You can also follow me there. And I wish you guys a wonderful day, and probably maybe in the future I will make another video about probably some other theories of other stuff. I cannot make promises, but have a nice day.